everybody! Welcome to Storytime. My name is Allison. Are we ready to get started? Well, can I see your hands? Let's say hello to each other and let's get our beat. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as high as we can. Hello! Good. Hands again. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Hello. Good. Hands again. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hello, hello, hello. Good. Hands again. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. Good. Hands again. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as soft as we can. Hello. Good job. Well, let me get out my magic hat so we can figure out what kind of stories we're doing today. Are you ready for my trick? I'm the best magician. I can pull anything out of this hat. Abracadabra! Huh? What is that? Rubber ducky? Do you guys think we're doing rubber ducky stories today? That doesn't seem right. Let me try my trick again. You ready? I'm the best magician. I can pull anything out of this hat. Abracadabra! Huh? What is that? A tiny hat? Let's put it on Rubber Ducky. Do you guys think we're doing tiny hat stories? That doesn't seem right to me. Let me try my trick again. Will you help me this time? I'm the best magician. I can pull anything out of this hat. Abracadabra! Yes! Would you look at that? Wow, we have a lot of things in the hat today. Let's see. I see a purple flower. I see, purple paint in purple cans. And a purple pot. 3 purple things. We must be doing purple stories today. So now that we know that we are doing purple stories, let's see. Let's take a look at our alphabet. Do you guys see a missing letter? Oh, I see it. I see it right here. The missing letter for today is P. P for purple. Now let's sing our ABCs all together. Are you ready? Let's start on 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Very nice. Good job, you guys. Let me just flip this around so that we have a felt board for today. There we go. And then we can go to our first purple story, which is this book here, Harold and the Purple Crayon. One evening, after thinking it over for some time, Harold decided to go for a walk in the moonlight. There wasn't any moon, and Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight. And he needed something to walk on. Look, he's using his purple crayon to draw new things. He made a long, straight path so he wouldn't get lost. And he set off on his walk, taking his big purple crayon with him. But he didn't seem to be getting anywhere on the long, straight path. So he left the path for a shortcut across a field, and the moon went with him. The shortcut led right to where Harold thought a forest ought to be. He didn't want to get lost in the woods, so he made a very small forest with just one tree in it. It turned out to be an apple tree. The apples would be very tasty, Harold thought, when they got red. So he put a frightening dragon under the tree to guard the apples. It was a terribly frightening dragon. It even frightened Harold. He backed away. His hand holding the purple crayon shook. Suddenly, he realized what was happening. But by then, Harold was over his head in an ocean. He came up thinking fast, and in no time he was climbing aboard a trim little boat. He quickly set sail, and the moon sailed along with him. After he had sailed long enough, Harold made land without much trouble. He stepped ashore on the beach, wondering where he was. I wonder where he is. The sandy beach reminded Harold of picnics, and the thought of picnics made him hungry. So he laid out a nice, simple picnic lunch. There was nothing but pie. But there were all 9 kinds of pie that Harold liked best. When Harold finished his picnic, there was quite a lot left. He hated to see so much delicious pie go to waste. So Harold left a very hungry moose and a deserving porcupine to finish it up. And off he went, looking for a hill to climb to see where he was. Harold knew that the higher up he went, the farther he could see, so he decided to make the hill into a mountain. If he went high enough, he thought he could see the window of his bedroom. He was tired, and he felt he ought to be getting to bed. He hoped he could see his bedroom window from the top of the mountain. But As he looked down over the other side, he slipped, and there wasn't any other side of the mountain. He was falling in thin air. But luckily, he kept his wits and his purple crayon. He made a balloon, and he grabbed onto it. And he made a basket under the balloon, big enough to stand in. He had a fine view from the balloon, but he couldn't see his window. He couldn't even see a house. So he made a house with windows, and he landed the balloon on the grass in the front yard. None of the windows was his window. He tried to think where his window ought to be. He made some more windows. He made a big building filled with windows. He made lots of buildings full of windows. He made a whole city full of windows. But none of the windows was his window. He couldn't think where it might be. He decided to ask a policeman. The policeman pointed the way Harold was going already, but Harold thanked him. And he walked along with the moon, wishing he was in his room and in bed. Then, suddenly, Harold remembered. He remembered where his bedroom window was when there was a moon. It was always right around the moon. And then Harold made his bed. He got in it and he drew up the covers. The purple crayon dropped on the floor, and Harold dropped off to sleep. The end. Very nice listening. Good job, you guys. All right, can I see your hands? Stretch them up, stretch them down. Stretch them up, down, up, down, up. Stretch them out. Stretch them in. Eee! Stretch them out. Ooh. Stretch them in. Eee! Stretch them out. Ooh. Stretch to the side. Stretch to the other side. Bring them around town. Whoa. Stretch them out. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Stretch them down. Stretch them up. Tall. Stretch them down. Small. Stretch them up. Tall. Stretch them down. Small. Stretch them up and back and back. Whoa. Stretch them forward. Flip them over. Close your hands and follow me. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them. Creep them, crawl them. Right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth. Blah! But do not let them in. Whoop! Open, shut them. Open, shut them. To your shoulders. Fly, fly, fly. Higher, 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 high like birds in the sky. Falling, falling, slowly fall like raindrops to the ground. Quickly pick them up again and turn them round and round. Faster, 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 faster still. Faster, 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 faster still. Faster, 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 faster still. Faster, faster, faster. and slowly slow them down. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Good job, very nice. Well, let's see. Next, I have a little rhyme for us about this purple pot. Let's see. You can help me by keeping a beat. What grows in the summer when it's hot? Oh, look what I found in my purple pot. Plant a seed, and what have you got? Oh, look what I found in my purple pot. Ah! There we go. What grows in the summer when it's hot? Oh, look what I found in my purple pot. Plant a seed, and what if you've got? Look what I found in my purple pot. Red flower, you look so nice. Purple flower, you bring me delight. Yellow flower, standing in the sun. Orange flower, you are so much fun. White flower, you look like a star. Pink flower, how sweet you are. Blue flower, you're a special thing. All of the flowers, they make me wanna sing. All of these flowers, now what will we do? Oh, I'll make a bouquet for me and for you. Isn't that pretty? Good job! Thanks so much for your help. Let's get these flowers off the board, and then we can do a silly song together. If you want to do a silly song too, you can stand up. I am going to stay sitting on the couch so you can still see me. And let's do our pirate song. You ready? If you don't know it, you can just follow along. When I was one, I sucked my thumb. On the day I went to sea, I jumped on board a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea. When I was 2, I tied my shoe. On the day I went to sea, I jumped on board a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea. When I was 3, I tapped my knee. On the day I went to sea, I jumped on board a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea. When I was 4, I shut the door. Whoop! On the day I went to sea, I jumped on board a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea. Last time, when I was 5, I jumped and jived. On the day I went to sea, I jumped on board a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea. Good job, very nice. And let's see, can I see your hands? I have these fingers. They all belong to me. I can make them do things. Do you want to see? I can wiggle them high, I can wiggle them low. I can fold them together and hold them just so. I can squeeze them together. I can open them wide. I can fold them together. I can make them all hide. Whoop! I can wiggle them high. I can wiggle them low. I can fold them together and hold them just so. Let's put our hands together and do our deep breaths. You ready? Deep breath in. And out. Very nice. Hands together. Let's do it one more time. You ready? Deep breath in. And out. Very nice. Well, I have one more story for us today. And the story comes from this book here, Mr. Pine's Purple House. Let's see. Mr. Pine lived in a white house on Vine Street. Here it is. But there were so many white houses on Vine Street, all in a line. Mr. Pine said, "How can I tell which one is mine?" Whew, this is a lot of white houses. Wow. There we go. That's a lot of houses. I know, said Mr. Pine. I will plant a little pine tree in front of my house. Mr. Pine, pine tree. Perfect. Now I will know which house is mine. All day the neighbors passed by and they said, "Oh, what a pretty tree. I want one like that." Well, the next morning, Mr. Pine woke up and would you believe it? All of the houses had a small pine tree. "Oh no," said Mr. Pine. "How will I know which house is mine now? They all look the same again." Oh, I know. I will plant a flowering vine in front of my house. Vine, pine. That's how I'll know which house is mine. All day, all of the neighbors walked by and said, "Wow, what a pretty flowering vine." The next morning, Mr. Pine looked outside his window, and could you believe it? Every house now had a flowering vine. "Oh my," said Mr. Pine. "Again, how will I know which one is mine? They all look the same." Mr. Pine, he thought and he thought. He thought, "I know," he said. "I will paint my house. That's what I'll do. Let's see, what color? Purple. I like purple." So off he went to the paint store and he bought, let's see, how many cans of paint is this? Will you help me count? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cans of purple paint. Then Mr. Pine got to work. He put his ladder up and he mixed his paint. Do you want to help mix the paint too? Mix, mix, mix. Then he climbed the ladder to the top of the house. Squish, squish, squish went the paintbrush. Do you want to get your paintbrush out too? Squish, squish, squish. Then Mr. Pine painted his house until the entire thing was, all purple. "There," he said, "this is a very fine house. I love it. And now I will know exactly which house is mine." Everyone on Vine Street thought that was such a good idea. They said, "Wow, that purple house is really beautiful. I'm gonna paint my house too." Mr. Pine said, "No, enough. I have planted a pine tree, a flowering vine, and painted my house. Please do not paint your house the same as mine. How will I tell which house is mine? The neighbors thought about that, and they said, don't worry, you're right, but we know just what to do. We'll think about our favorite colors. Let's see, what are our favorite colors? Ah, said the neighbors. Well, one neighbor said, my favorite color is red. So they painted their house red. Let's see what the other favorite colors are. Are you ready? The next house was, what color is that? I would say aqua. It's a very light blue. The next house was, what color is this? Yellow. The next house was, pink. The next was, what color is that? Orange. Another teal. This one's a little bit more green, wouldn't you say? And the last house was a nice brown, or maybe beige. Finally, all of the houses on Vine Street looked just a little bit different, and there was only one purple house, and that belonged to Mr. Pine. It was Mr. Pine's purple house. The end. Very nice listening, you guys. I am going to leave the houses up since they're so nice to look at, but I am going to get my tiger friend because we are at the end of story time already. If you haven't played Knees Up Mother Brown before, here is how this works. My tiger friend, when he's up in the air, you can just watch him, but when he starts to jump and dance on this board I have, you'll be able to hear that sound and you can jump up and dance too. You ready? There was a girl from France who didn't know how to dance. The only thing that we can do was knees up, Mother Brown. Oh, knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, never let the breeze up. Knees up, Mother Brown. Sit down, sit down. There was a teeny tiger man. He loved to do handstands. You ready? Let's see if he can do a handstand today. Oh, he's got one arm down. Whoa, 2 arms down. That's a good sign. Oh, whoops. The only other thing that he could do was knees up, Mother Brown. Oh, knees up, Mother Brown. Woo-hee! Knees up, Mother Brown. Hoo-wee! Knees up, never let the breeze up. Knees up, Mother Brown. Faster! Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. Very nice. Great job today, you guys. Great listening. Thank you. Oh, what am I doing? Can I see your hands? Wiggle, wiggle fingers way up to the sky. Wiggle, wiggle fingers, wave them all goodbye. There we go. That's the right ending to our story time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope to see you soon on AADL TV for more story times, programming, and the Saturday show. Bye-bye.